Hey, what's up guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com, and I got a really cool bike for you. It's a 2003 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic. Now I have one very similar to this. It was the anniversary edition just like this, but it wasn't the Ultra. Had low miles, sold to a guy in Nevada or one of those West Coast. The guy flew in, I picked him up at the airport. He drove 3 hours to take the bike home. It was awesome. It was great to meet him. That bike sold for $85. This one's an Ultra. It's probably gonna be somewhere closer to price. That'll probably sell for $85 too. Like always, we're gonna do the walk around. This bike runs great. Check out the test drive video. Here's the walk around. I'm going to find some type of flaw on this bike, like I always do. It's got the I think 88 cubic inch sequential port fuel injection. It's got big old fat tires. It really is in great shape. Let's check that back tire. Yep, big old fat back tire. Plenty of tread. All right, let's start here and let's start finding flaws. Bam, scratch right there. Looks like they touched it up a little bit. Didn't touch that up. A little nick in the fiberglass right there. Chip right there. Little scratch right there. Little scratch right there. Like all black bikes, there's just tiny little minor scratches just all over it because you can see it all in black bikes. One right there. One right there. Right there. Little scuff right there. Little thing right there. Right there. I don't know if I pointed that one out yet, but right there. This all looks pretty nice. That's getting a little faded right there. Come up here, that all looks good. Come down here. The lid to the tour pack looks pretty good. Little imperfection right there. Look at the little spot where the clear coat's kind of coming off right there. Other than that, just a bunch of little minor. That's just wax, or not wax, but yeah, it's wax. Spray wax. Come down here. All this chrome looks nice. Oh, no. Sit down on the ground. It's got a little scratch right here. I don't even know how that even happened, but it's got a little scratch up there. Little tiny minor little scratch right there. Come over here. It's got Vance & Hines pipes. Might be a little scratch down here on the bottom of the pipe. That's probably from, not from getting low or anything, or probably from like bottoming out on a speed bump or something like that, because the pipes go out pretty far. Come over here, little scuff right there. This looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Engine looks nice. This is a 5-speed transmission. Come over here, floorboards look good. A little scratch down here from someone getting low and dragging some floorboards. I got no problem with that. Engine looks nice and clean. Now, if you saw the video, you know that this thing was shaking. The hose clamp on here that holds this shroud up to the thing was broken. It was just shaking and hitting the exhaust. I took that hose clamp off, so whoever buys it's gonna want to replace that. But at least now it's not hitting and touching the hose clamp and making that noise. That kind of drove me nuts. Down here looks good. Brake fluid reservoir's not bleeding out or dripping or anything like that. Tank looks good. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, that this emblem doesn't necessarily belong on this bike. Just the guy just liked it better and put it on there. He's not covering up any dents or any scratches as far as I can see, but I just wanted to point that out. Some people might think it looks pretty cool. I don't really have an opinion on it. Tank looks real nice. No dents or anything in the tank. Come down here to the lower, little scuff right there. It's actually pretty nice. A couple, you know, like maybe like 10 little tiny things like this. Some of them might be bugs, some of them might be little tiny chips from bugs. Come over here. These little screws just have a little bit of, tiny little bit of rust on them. Fender looks nice. Little light corrosion on these things. Rims could be cleaned a little bit. Front tires look good. Now there is a little tiny dent right there in the fender. You see it right there? Little tiny little dent right there. I'm gonna see if I can get the light to go over it. Right there. Right there. Little scratch right there. These bumpers are even still. Normally these bumpers rot out. These bumpers look good. A little bit of pitting on the lower fork tubes. This looks pretty good, but down there that's all pretty normal. Lights look nice. He's got the blue dots inside. Everybody seems to like the blue dots. Come over here. This all looks nice and clean. What's that? There's a scuff on the side of that. Really light. I'm pretty sure I can get that out with the rubbing compound. So that probably won't be here when you come and look at it. When you come and buy the bike. This lower fairing looks good. A little bit of bug residue, but I'm not seeing any big chips or scratches on it. He's got these cool wind deflectors. Let's go to the upper. A little bit of paint right there. I can get that off. The upper looks very impressive. It's got a little bit of what's on top. I could probably get that off too. Just a little bit of white stuff on top of it. There might be like 10 little tiny. Oh, it's a bug. It's wiped off. You know, little tiny microscopic bug chips like this on the whole thing, but I'd say all in all, this is actually pretty really good looking for upper fairing. When you see as many as I do, you know that it's normal for them to have chips and pitting from bugs, but this one's actually looking really good. Come down over here, heel toe shifter, of course. Got your battery tender. Now he's got these covers on the head bolts that just look like the cheapest, crappiest covers I've ever seen. I don't know why he put them on there, but they're gross. You can get nice ones, they're not even that much, but he said these cheap, crappy ones on there, and they just pop right off, which is normal. So I wanted to point that out. And this cover, it's got a little bit of rust and corrosion, like on the inside of these bolts, outside of that bolt, just a little bit of light pitting on this piece. Yeah, that's it. It's just you know, this is like an aftermarket from Harley Davidson cover. You know, you could leave it or take it. Is that a cover? So if anytime you want to come by and grab it, I'll have. It's actually I think that's the horn, actually. Yeah, okay, that's the horn. We'll try that out. See what that see if that sounds any louder than the stock one. A little bit of rust on that bolt inside there. This side of the tank looks great. Normally plastic tanks and ultra tanks look pretty clean because there's so much other stuff covering them. There's no chips can even touch them anyway. No scratches down here. This thing didn't leak anything. I don't see any oil down in here, which is normal for the Ultras and the Electra glides just because people maintain them better. Come over here. Seat looks good. One thing I did notice is that the metal piece that inside the seat that goes up in, it's not there. See, you can't see, but it just broke off and needs to be put back on. But that's stopping the seat from actually going in the clip. You don't really notice it until you actually pull the seat up. Squirt, little scuff right there. A little bit of minor chrome light pitting on this. This back looks pretty good, maybe a little scratch right there. Come back here, you got a crack right there, just in the fiberglass. Little scratch right there. Fading a little bit, like the other one did. It's got a sticker, a knight on the back of it. Everything's looking pretty good. Back here, what's this? It's just wax. Let's pop open the door pack. Thing, extra key. Get a little tour pack liner. Shut the tour pack. And that's pretty much about it, guys. See a little screw right there underneath that seat. A little bit of corrosion inside that. The bolt right there. Let's get the backrest, speakers in the back, because it's an Ultra. Let's come up here, comm system, it is the 203 anniversary edition. This lever, the plastic chrome's kind of peeling off of it. I don't see it happening anywhere else, except for the other lever. It's not cutting you or anything like that. It feels pretty good. And then the button for the volume. Alright, so that little, the volume button, it just pushes on there. That's MIA. Still works though. He's got the chrome covers and all the buttons, and over here, chrome covers and all the buttons. Chrome brake master cylinder. It's not leaking or messing anything up. It's got a good seal on it. Chrome gauge covers, got the CD player, which the radio works. Got the cruise control, although I did not try the cruise control. I'm sure it works though. Radio works good. Let's fire this thing up, see what it sounds like. When you look at the gas cap cover, you see all those little tiny things like right there. It's just little, it could probably be cleaned off, but just little minor itty bitty pitting on the chrome. Probably a Brillo pad will just clean that stuff off. Let's fire this bike up. 12,693 miles. That's amazing. That was a cold start. You see it's got good voltage, oil pressure, air temp, fuel, RPM. It's got a great sound to it. Let's look and see what them dancing highs sounds like. It's got a real good sound to it. Real good sound to it. Guys, this bike's gonna sell fast. Check out 8,500 bucks. You can't beat that. I'll put the price below in the description. I'll put my number below. Give me a call, send me a text. This bike is gonna sell real fast and someone's gonna fall in love with this thing. All right, thanks guys.